Brethren, in these unprecedented times of national crisis and disruption, I just wanted to reach out to you all and introduce myself as your Provincial Grand Almoner in the craft. You may have seen my various recent messages and communications, but there's no substitute for seeing a face to put a name to. So hello, my name is Kevin Mackie, and I'm a Peterborough-based Mason. I took over as Provincial Grand Almoner from Worshipful Brother Jerry McLaughlin in February this year, and the last few months have been challenging and interesting, to say the least, as I'm sure you can all appreciate. In recent weeks, your lodge almoners and officers have been working very hard to ensure that every brother and lodge lady or widow is being offered appropriate support. As Provincial Grand Almoner, I rely on the almoners and a small but well-trained team to assist me in managing the welfare of the Masonic family in this province. We have 2 assistant Provincial Grand Almoners, Worshipful Brother Brian James in the south and Worshipful Brother Greg Warman in the north, and they are ably assisted by 8 local support officers, LSOs, who are also trained visiting volunteers for the Masonic Charitable Foundation. Never has the phrase, every brother is an almoner, been more apposite. We are relying on each other to make sure that no brother, lady or widow slips through the support network, and I thank you all for your diligence in trying to achieve that aim. To tighten our support to you, the LSOs have been assigned to named lodges, and they will have already contacted you as we all begin to comprehend the impact that coronavirus is having and will continue to have on and within our communities. Please cooperate with the LSOs. They're not trying to do your job for you. They are trying to ensure that our province gives the best possible attention to the welfare of our brothers, their families and widows. It is vital that you let us know if you think a brother or widow is not coping so well. Alert your lodge almoner in the first instance, or if you are the almoner, alert your LSO, who will then liaise with me or my assistants to get help where it's most needed. We've also created a province-wide brother-to-brother scheme, and I am indebted to the New and Young Masons Club for offering their support to that venture. We now have more than 30 light blue volunteers on standby to do vital runs for food and medicines or to assist with other welfare needs. We can only do this if we are made aware of specific cases of distress, which is why I've already offered guidance on identifying those brethren or widows most at risk at this time. Phoning people is great, but I would counsel you all to think of the acronym CALL, C-A-L-L, communicate, allocate, liaise, listen. Communicate, talk to each other regularly. Allocate, spread the workload to others in the lodge. Liaise, talk to fellow lodge officers, your LSOs and the wider PGA team. And listen, just because a brother says I'm all right, it doesn't necessarily mean they are. Ask and listen. The brother-to-brother scheme has seen some lodges creating simple telephone cascade systems or social media-based groups like WhatsApp, and where they have the technical capability, even video teleconferencing platforms like Zoom or Skype have been used to help brothers keep in touch with each other. This has had many positive effects, not least of all allowing us to reach out to other brothers we may not have known so well, and finding new interests and connections that might otherwise never have been realised. It looks as though we will be socially distancing ourselves for a good while to come, and I'm conscious that the initial push to make sure everyone is okay may not be sustained if we don't keep at it and take our roles seriously. It's a good idea for each lodge to allocate some of your newer recruits to be a point of contact for 5 or 6 brethren each, thereby sharing the workload and forging new bonds. Please keep up your own spirits during these challenging times. I am confident that the bonds of Freemasonry in this province will be strengthened by our current adversity, and I'm looking forward to meeting many more of you in person once we get back to normal. An important message to remember is that the Masonic Charitable Foundation is still working on our behalf, but they are asking all referrals and reviews to go to them directly for the time being. The key email and phone contacts are on the screen, so please direct brethren or families accordingly so that they can access timely support. Sadly, this week has seen our first brother succumb to the virus in this province, and our thoughts are with his family at this difficult time. I fear we may lose more brothers before this is over, but we can minimise the impact of coronavirus by staying at home and keeping our distance from each other physically, but not emotionally or spiritually. I thank you once again for all that you are doing. We will get through this together, and please remember to observe the national imperatives, Stay at home, protect the NHS, save lives, and never forgetting our fraternal foundations of brotherly love, relief and truth. Keep safe and well, brethren. Happy did we meet. Sorry we've been made to part, but happy we will meet again.